What's going on? I am like, what's going on? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, I just want to make sure. So I'm going to be like live. I just decided to go live. I was going to post a video on a few stocks, but nothing. I'm like literally mentally exhausted after my exam. So I just decided I'm like, hey, I'm going to go live. Who's playing right now? Are you talking about the Golden State game? I mean, that's what I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go live around 9:30ish. But I really want to review a lot of stocks, and I can tell you, I'm like mentally drained after that exam. I did well, but I'm like, oh, I got to work 5 out of 6 days. Like that's gonna be like crazy. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been live in a while, so I'm gonna hop on here with you guys and start chatting. But I found a few pretty good dividend stocks that are hot. I really want to go in depth with a few of these, and they seem pretty promising. But I also want to discuss certain dividend stocks and certain sectors that are hit pretty hard. So that's a few things that I really want to go over with you guys. I used to be a Cleveland Cavs fan, and Golden State is yeah, they kind of beat the Cavs a few times in the playoffs. I mean, those guys are pretty impressive. I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron James joins Steph Curry with that group. You can see my note cards are all in the back, like literally getting done with this exam. I'm gonna have to edit this video and then after I go live and go from there. So about 9:30, I'll probably start. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I mean, there's a little bit of a delay on here too. So I can see that. How's it going, S West? Give it a few more minutes. We'll go from there. I mean, 9:30 Eastern time. But if you're watching the game, I mean, just you can watch it and listen to this at the same time. I mean, it's a win-win situation. I mean, how are you not going to watch your favorite sport events? I mean, I'm going to record this and then post it eventually and stuff. Chuck Sama, how you doing? You're on Start Engine. That's cool. Yeah, there's some very good BDCs that I really look into, and hopefully the connection's not bad. But there's some BDCs that I like. You know, Hercules Capital is another one. Main Street Capital, obviously, you have to be very careful. But I really wanted to go in depth with you guys because there's a lot of stocks out there that you guys wanted, and there's just there's a lot of things we need to go over. I mean, again, this is not financial advice, but there's just some very good stocks out there. And I really want to emphasize to you guys my dividend investing strategy and what I plan on doing. I think with my outfit right now, I kind of look like a guy in Hydra and the elevator with Captain America right now. I'm not going to lie. Maybe looking a little scruffy too. Normally, I don't look like this, but I do this for it's a weird ritual. Like a week before an exam, I don't shave. So that's why I don't shave. But I did well. And thank you guys for that. Yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes. About five of you guys. Paul, how you doing? All right, so I'm going to get started right now. So again, gosh, I haven't been live in a long time. And really, there's a lot of dividend stocks. And again, this is not financial advice for entertainment purposes only, disclaimer in the description. There might be a delay when I'm doing this video and stuff. It's kind of weird right now. But there are some very hot dividend stocks that I bought. And, there are high yield dividend stocks. There's some very good high yield dividend stocks right now in the market. And I was going to post a video about two of these. One of them is a symbol ARKR. That is like part of the restaurant business, and they just started resuming their dividend. Another one is SGC. That's a very popular dividend stock right now. I think it's Jackson. Let me go over that. JXR, I think, is a symbol. I want to go over that with you guys. Let me confirm that real quick. I think it's Jackson Financial. Yes, JXN. So JXN. That is another hot one right now. So it's sitting at 32.47, has a 6.78% dividend yield. And that one is very hot amongst the dividend investing community. Revenue wise, they've done decent, and they have hiked their dividend over time. So JXN, I want you guys to check that one out. Again, I don't give financial advice for entertainment purposes, only disclaimer in the description, but these guys are looking pretty strong right now. Now they're down. JXN is down. And again, as a financial company, usually the financial sector, they do pretty well unless they do something really stupid. So by the way, if you look, from what I've heard, yes. By the way, if you look in the background, you see some tape over there that I just put over there. That is 3M tape. So 3M right now is looking very hot as a high yield dividend stock, an excellent dividend growth stock. So, like I said, with 3M, like last time I went live, I did like demonstrations of a lot of products that they carry. And I have a Littman stethoscope. I have a lot of stuff like tape that I accidentally bring home, like 3M. And I can tell you, being in the hospital, like seeing a 3M logo is like ridiculous. So that's another one to check out right now. I think financially they're pretty strong. um, the demand for healthcare is like very high. Like I said in my previous videos, sedentary lifestyle is getting worse. People are getting bigger, they don't care. And, the rise of diabetes, the rise of surgeries and stuff, rise of hypertension, rise of HGTX. I'm going to have to look at that. Starbucks, yes. I have posted numerous videos on Starbucks. Again, these guys are a excellent dividend growth stock, and they're down. They're in the 70s, and the stock market's taking a huge hit. I mean, don't quote me on this, but it's looking like a recession, and people are going to go to Starbucks and they don't care. That's the weird thing about Starbucks. It doesn't matter how much the beans cost. It doesn't matter how much. People just go and buy it. It's kind of like a fad. People want to drink the Starbucks cup and it has a logo on it. So the one thing I really bought into today was Yeah, I mean, Wendy's is very hot right now. Huntington Bank shares, I did buy those guys today. I did buy a few things, and with the financial sector, HTBK have bought those guys numerously, but HBAN, I think that one is a steal. And that one I've been buying like crazy, Huntington Bank shares. And being a bank stock with a high yield dividend stock, they're looking very strong. HTGC, that's all right. I mean, that's another one that's pretty hot. Um, a few things with my M1 Finance Dividend Portfolio. I just want to go over a few things with that. Um, with Hercules Capital, that's another one that I've been loading up on. Let's see. Recently, I've changed my percentage in my M1 Finance Dividend Portfolio. What do I think about Verizon? I own it. That's all I have to say. Um, let's see. With my, I'm gonna just go over my BDC MREIT section. Um, HTGC Hercules Capital. That one I've been loading up on. So that is a high yield dividend stock right now. TSLX I've been buying. ARC obviously. And NRZ, I've really emphasized my M1 Finance dividend portfolio to those guys. Dollar range in my portfolio right now, my portfolio is at $31,992.90. And I throw about 110 a week, but I do buy the dips a lot on my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. That's just M1. So a lot of these ones, but I really want to emphasize too, in my previous video, Arbor Realty Trust, ABR, that one I want to get to 400 shares. I thought about doing 200 shares, but now I'm like, wow, what can I do with 400 shares? And as I said in my previous videos, this mortgage real estate investment trust, MREIT. Now, look, it's not a game to catch up with people. I just want to say something. You know, I have two dividend portfolios. I have M1 Finance and I have E Trade. Both of them are right around the $30,000 range. So it's not a numbers game. But thing is, if you bust your ass and you hustle and you start putting money in, you're going to start getting results. And I do have a replica of the Death Star in my M1 Finance dividend portfolio for you guys to check out. And if you want to use it as a replica, that's fine. I mean, there's always changes. I reveal to you guys my changes. And that's, you know, it's a high yield dividend portfolio. So far, the dividend hikes are good. I mean, RC just increased their dividend, and I bought into those guys as a mortgage backed real estate investment trust. Again, there's always a risk in buying those, but, it's I kind of like the high yield dividend stocks. I'm young. I mean, I guess being 36. So, again, the one thing I want to emphasize with QYLD, RYLD, and XYLD and DJIA, you have a certain range. Okay. So you have QYLD maybe 17 cents to 24 cents at best. If you go into Maine, who is a business development company, and as you know, the business development companies, they have to distribute their revenue to investors. 90% of what they make have to go back to us. So that's the one positive. And I did put money in Zim. It's going to be very interesting. I'll have to do a video on SBLK. I did promise you guys that I would be doing a video on SBLK. I will do that. A lot of you guys mentioned Ford. The thing with Ford that's a problem for me is they have not hiked their dividend in a long time. And Ford, I mean, hey, I got to give these guys kudos what they did in the recession, but I don't see a dividend hike. Now, if they're down, that's one thing buying them. That's like buying NLY when it was down. Sure, you're going to get some excellent dividend income, but are you going to get the dividend hikes? That's the big question with stocks like NLY and Ford. I don't see any dividend hikes. That's why I don't buy them. So my dividend investing philosophy is if I put money in certain dividend stocks, I want certain hikes. When I put money in a Realty Corporation, I'm expecting hikes. When I put money in I expect hikes. So that's one thing that I expect. So SBLK, I really do need to do a video on them. I'm thinking about investing in them. And thank you for the tip off with those guys as a dividend stock. You know what's crazy is like my channel, like with you guys being followers and stuff, we're almost at 10,000. Isn't that crazy? Like, remember how like shitty my channel was when I didn't have this mic and it sounded so scratchy? Like a lot of you guys that are OGs, just watch my previous videos. You're gonna like feel like somebody is scratching on a chalkboard. So I I really upgraded my channel and my stuff going on. You know, with the channel, I really the editing and everything. You got it was so bad in the beginning. It's like primitive cavemen stuff. So I thank you guys for being the OGs. A lot of you guys that are starting to post are the OGs on here before I really upgraded my channel, and I like to thank you guys a lot. No, I did not talk about SBLK. I did make a promise. I did make a promise. I'd also do Honda. I didn't do one on the Honda yet, so I will do one on Honda. Um, but ARKR, SGC, these two, they just resumed their dividend. ARKR just did. So keep an eye on those guys. They're like a restaurant chain stock. Yeah, I've been putting money in VTRS. I really like the way they are, and I'll go a little bit in depth with a lot of their medications that they carry. Um, yeah, QSR is very strong as well. So the restaurant stocks, um, I bought the dip in EAT and I sold them because they didn't resume their dividend, but they really ended up just their price per share went up, and I sold them, threw them into a profit. But I think store capital, I should probably get to 100. Let's see, I'm almost at 100, but 200 to 400 shares in those guys. I probably should. Yeah, I like UGI Corporation's gas company. I did do a few videos on them. I really like those guys. Yes, SCCO. I did look at that. The copper company. I'm very impressed. I'm probably going to have to post a video on those guys. Um, that's a very interesting one. I saw your that's you Instagram messaging me about that. Very interesting. Um, I don't want you guys to donate. Just look, I really tell you guys, instead of donations and stuff, I have affiliate links. Just click the Amazon thing, and then just use um, just click that link. Use it as an affiliate link for Amazon. Just buy something. No, why donate to me? You don't need to donate to me. I mean, I make these videos for free to you guys. Well, I mean, I kind of follow a lot of people like SCHD. It's a really good dividend stock. Big thing is dollar cost averaging. Yeah, I know. Ugh, that's what I get for 5 hours of sleep. I did well in my exam. I got an 88, but I'm like mentally drained. Um, SCHD is a really good dividend stock. SCHD, VYM, DHS. It's pretty expensive. DHS is, I think, a little overpriced as a monthly dividend ETF. Again, I'm not giving financial advice, but SCHD, how can you go wrong with that? I mean, VYM, SCHD, VGT is a powerful dividend growth stock. I mean, how can you say no to that? DGRW, I have seen that. I did do a video on those guys. Very interesting stock. One thing I won't touch with the 10-foot pole is ARK. Kathy Wood, I don't think she knows what she's doing. There's a lot better female investors with ETFs. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. My buddy from Dividend Diplomats, well, two of my buddies, one of them, Lanny, is really dollar cost averaging VOO every week. He's going hard in that in his dividend portfolio. I mean, that's one, if you got the money, how are you going to say no to that? She got lucky, but people love the hype. I mean, what are you going to do? What do you guys think of Store right now? I was going to ask you guys about Store right now because I like that one. I mean, it's down. I mean, everybody wanted to. I got some comments, a little bit of hate mail on Store Capital regarding Store being like down and Buffett selling it. He owns like almost 1%, and he's like the third biggest guy that's like that owns shares in Store. I mean, him owning 1% is like us owning like our whole portfolio into it, like the amount of money he has into it. I like it. I mean, geez Louise, the payout ratio, everything's strong with those guys. How can you say no to Store Capital right now? I'm buying them. I mean, I don't care. I'm not Jim Cramer. I'm telling you, I'm buying it. I don't look with my videos and stuff. I tell you what's hot, and I don't care. Now, the problem with Horizon, I love those guys. I love the revenue they're making, but where's the dividend hike? There's no dividend hike. Land, terrible dividend growth. That's why I sold them and threw them in Store. I'm surprised that HRZN hasn't increased their dividend. They dropped to 15. I don't care. I'm going to buy more. What about MPW or these two REITs right now? Very hot. They're down. So what about those ones? I think I did a video on New York Mountain Trust. I didn't like it. I'm pretty sure the last video I did on them, not hot. VC is pretty strong. They're growing pretty strong. Again, I mean, don't chase City. I mean, City's pretty strong right now. I mean, again, I always tell people if you're investing in the financial sector or a bank, they have to be really stupid to really screw up. And City is doing pretty good right now. So I want to mention something about OHI real quick. The payout ratio is high, and what's wrong with Bank of America, by the way? What's wrong with Bank of America? That's all I have to say. So, thing with OHI, as I said in my previous video, I like going on Zacks now. I was going on Nasdaq, but Zacks is a little bit more in depth, and the payout ratio, because I'm starting to get more advanced in my videos, is the payout ratio is a little bit high. So I want to emphasize that with you guys. The payout ratio is higher and you need to be careful. So that's one thing to look at. KeyBank is down, by the way. Thank you, Rich. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to pump out videos for you guys. I mean, being extremely busy, it's going to be hard to do a few in the next few days. I had to work 5 out of 6 days, so it's going to be very difficult, but make sure like you see my you got to hit the notification bell. And that's the one thing I really emphasize with you guys. I will in the community section tell you if like I'm kind of at a standby, but I want to emphasize with you guys too. Fundrise does have a special, and I will give you guys the clip real quick. But they have a special that if you do sign up, you can use my affiliate link that you get $50 signing up. And that's one thing I really need to emphasize. The private REITs, especially Fundrise. Thank you, Astronaut. I'm going to try to get more active. And once I'm done with my semester in August, for sure, I'm going to get a lot more active on here. Vail, I did a video on that. You'll have to check. You'll have to check my previous videos, but I kind of stayed away from that. I think I did one on NVDA a few weeks ago. Pretty sure I did, like when I was done, but I'll have to look in the archives. Just make a comment in the comment section. I'll see if I can find it. How can you say no about that stock, by the way? You shouldn't even ask me. You should know that's an excellent dividend growth stock. So in the Fundrise account, again, here's my link, but I'm in the balance portfolio. You can copy and paste that link. I really like balance portfolio. I think these guys do a really good job with the way they diversify the portfolio, and they're pretty strong. I really can't complain about these guys. I mean, it's really good to diversify your portfolio. That's the other thing. course I have money saved for a big drop. I mean, I always tell you guys have $1,000 to $2,000 ready for strike money. Now it comes down to discipline, but man, when there's a big ass dip, you throw that money in. And I did it during the pandemic. I can tell you, I mean, my employer stopped. I mean, I'm a nurse. I picked up on COVID units during the pandemic. They cut our contributions to 403B. And God, I just threw that in my dividend portfolio. 28,000. Whew, I'm not giving financial advice, but there's some good dividend stocks that you should consider with 28,000. I mean, there's Pepsi. Pepsi's a good one. JP Morgan. Um, gosh, high yield ones, maybe Store. I don't know about Arbor. I mean, I wouldn't throw all my eggs in one basket. Dividend Aristocrat. I mean, Altria. I mean, I throw a lot of money in those guys. It's funny. I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm just telling you what's hot out there. I mean, that's why I do these videos for you guys. I mean, that's just straight. I'm just straightforward. I mean, I find what's hot, show you guys what's hot, and I go from there. Oh, I know. I saw the Dow index at 28K. I don't know. I mean, I just dollar cost average. Um, are we going to hit a recession? Probably. I mean, I don't want to get political, but things aren't running very well, and it's going to get very interesting. I mean, look, I just put money in when I see stocks again. When I see stocks that are down, Arbor, Huntington Bank shares, KeyBank, Store. I just go in. I go in for the kill. I don't really care what the market's doing. If I see them down, sure. But if there's a dip, I mean, your side hustle money, whatever you're doing on the side, you got to have strike money. I mean, a big drops today. I mean, I threw money in today before my exam. I mean, if you see things, with a drop, it is what it is. Well, Dividend Bull and I kind of have kind of the same philosophies, and it is what it is. I mean, we find good stocks. He invests in certain stocks. I have a certain dividend investing philosophy, so does he. And that's just how it is. I mean, I think he's a strong dividend investor, and I'm not going to attack anybody in the dividend investing community unless if like you buy yield stocks, like your whole portfolio is yield stocks. Sure, I may be a little snippy with you, but he has a very good channel, and I can't complain about the guy. I think he's doing well. A lot of people, see how my channel does. I mean, it is what it is. I don't like to compare myself, but he um he kind of has the same philosophy as me. I mean, I went over AFGC, which is a mortgage-backed real estate investment trust, kind of focused in the marijuana business, and I'll post that one right now. And it just kind of depends on what you want as an investor. I like being more aggressive. So I go after the more aggressive stocks in my 30s, you know, mid late 30s, and then 40s, maybe I'll back off a little bit Hopefully I earn more passive income at that time so I can start buying some like conservative dividend stocks. But I like being very aggressive right now that aren't yield traps. Let me just emphasize that. I mean, you got to be careful with a lot of these stocks. Hercules Capital, AFGC, Arbor Realty Trust. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people that posted videos found my video and then just did a replica. I mean, there's good stocks out there. If they're good, I mean, you make a comment, I'm going to make a comment too. That's a great dividend stock. I mean, that's kind of the best way to say it. No, I don't think QYLD is a yield trap. It's a covered call ETF, and the expense ratio is high. I mean, I don't want to go big in those guys. I'd rather go big and Agree Realty Corporation, EPR Properties, Stag, a lot of those monthly dividend stocks that are way higher that increase their dividends over time. QYLD is just going to stick between here and here, and that's just how it's going to be 17 cents, 24 cents. And that's why they're not a really good long-term dividend stock. They're not a good dividend growth stock. They're just good at a good income stock. Um, I think the only one that I would compare to O is ADC. I mean, Agree Realty Corporation has a pretty good dividend hike compared to O. It's a lot smaller, and I own that one. I like those guys. I can't wait to start throwing more money in them. That's why I go live. I confirm a lot of things to you guys. I like Agree Realty Corporation. I love it. Absolutely love ADC. SLG, I don't know if I'm long in those guys in the long run, but Agree Realty Corporation, I absolutely love those guys as a monthly dividend real estate stock. I think Agree Realty Corporation and O are the top two monthly dividend REITs. Everybody loves to praise Stag, but their dividend growth sucks compared to Agree Realty Corporation. I'm going to tell you, Agree Realty Corporation, ADC, their board of directors said in 2021, we are going to be a monthly dividend stock. That was a ballsy move. And I tell you what, it paid off big time for those guys because that put them on the map. No, IEP sucks. I don't like it. I did post videos on that. Revenue wise, they do not look good in the long run. They're losing revenue. I don't know how they'll do in the long run. I just think it's not a good one. Well, rate taxes. I mean, you're gonna get taxed if you don't have them in a Roth IRA. I mean, REITs are good dividend income stocks. I mean, I like them. I'm tired. WP Carey, I like them. I own them, so I can't complain about those guys. HRZN, I did own them, and I did mention in my previous videos. Um, HRZN has not increased their dividend. No, the revenue is going up. That's one that's on my mind, like definitely, and on my radar. But I see no dividend hikes with those guys. So I'm not going to venture into buying them. Thank you. Starbucks is down. I posted videos on those guys. A lot of dividend investors are capitalizing on them. T Row is another one people are capitalizing on. Way down. People are throwing money on them. Starbucks and T Row, excellent dividend growth stocks. I mean, fantastic dividend stocks. Not just excellent, fantastic. I don't invest in Google because they don't distribute a dividend. So they're not even on my radar. They don't have a dividend, I don't invest in them. If I put money in a stock, I want something out of them. Target, solid, way down. So I posted a video. I mean, you got to hit that notification bell. Target is way down right now. The only time you don't mention Target, I was joking around with Dividend Hero on Twitter because he just got engaged. He goes, "Do you have any advice for me?" I said, "Don't mention Target to your future wife because you're going to be stuck shopping at Target." So, I mean, that's the only time you don't mention Target is to your girlfriend or wife. That's otherwise, I mean, it's a fantastic stock. Hey, take care. I could probably hang out till about 10:20. Art, you know what I'm talking about with Target too. I mean, mention that to a female, you're sucked into that one. You can't get out of that one. Target is a real I mean, Target, Starbucks, T Row, JP Morgan, Store, I mean, you name it. These stocks are on sale. Stay away from SSSS. I don't know what Target. I can't I have no idea. I really do. What do you like about ACP? I'm actually looking it up right now. I don't like anything Aberdeen. That's the other issue. So I wouldn't touch those guys. I was in AOD being a newbie investor, and I was an idiot back then. Holy cow, 2019. Gen X dividend investor really destroyed me. Um, what's wrong with SPG? It's a hell of a stock. Simon Property Group, that's a hell of a real estate investment trust. It's my response. I mean, a lot of REITs did decrease their dividends, but they're making a comeback. Wait for you guys to give me a response on Wendy's. What do you guys think about Wendy's? What's wrong with SJR? That's my response. SJR. No. You may hate Wendy's, but their dividend's good. Look that one up. No, not yet. May have to do some more videos on these stocks. So what's wrong with Wendy's? I'm probably going to rebuy them. Orc, RC, I like. I own Unilever. How many shares do I have at Unilever? Let me see how many I have. About 8 shares right now. I need to get more. I mean, Wendy's, their dividend hikes are really good. That's why I really wanted to emphasize those guys as a dividend growth stock. Oh, just to let you know, I'm drinking an IPA. I'm not drinking a White Claw. So just let Hidden Freedom know I'm not drinking a White Claw like he does. Now, Wendy's, I want to emphasize something again about Wendy's is they started their breakfast. And that's one thing that's very important is that they're starting to get more powerful with the fast food industry, and that's huge. Excuse me, like laughing at the same time. I know he's probably on here. That's why I'm like waiting for him to like make a comment about White Claw. So I'm gonna probably conclude shortly. Thank you. Rich, send me a DM. I could probably give you a tag you in the the special dividend nights of Darth Dividend. James, how many shares do you own? Yeah, send me a DM on Twitter again, Rich. I can't believe I'm awake. I'm gonna post a video. I'm like, you know what? I might as well just go live. Before I conclude, you guys have anything to say or any stocks? I got to be up at 5:30, 5:45. I'm like mentally exhausted. Like, if you guys have ever taken a big exam and you're like half dead, I'd be surprised if you're not half dead after taking a big exam. Like, mentally, you're like exhausted. So I'm gonna I may squeeze in a video tomorrow. Um, Probably on Ford stock, just to give my like 2 cents on that. I'll probably give an update on Fundrise. I think there's a lot of potential. That's why I posted my affiliate link on there. But thanks. But thank you, astronaut. But that's kind of, I mean, I will post hot videos out there. I'm gonna try to squeeze them in, between this whole 5 out of 6 days I have to literally work, and I'm already drained. I mean, it's only gonna get it's only gonna get crazy. I have to test out for advanced cardio life support recertify on Friday. So try to pump videos out. I mean, I won't do one Thursday, that's for sure. But it's very exciting to see you guys on the channel and being very active in the channel. And I want to thank you guys. So I wouldn't be doing these videos without you guys. So you guys take care and have a good one.